Hello, La Pluma students, and welcome to a new art lesson. Today we are going to learn about a new artist, a woman named Corita Kent. And she loved color, and she liked to put messages of love and peace into her artwork. And so I thought Corita's art would be perfect as we get closer to Valentine's Day and we're thinking about kindness and we're thinking about how we can take care of each other and make this world a better place. And so here is our project today. It's very simple. For the older students, I'm going to teach you how to do this calligraphy lettering, but for the younger students, we'll do a simpler lettering, and you can try the calligraphy if you want to. And we will come back to this after the video. So take a look at this video of Corita Kent. She was a religious nun, and she was head of the art department at the Immaculate Heart College. And she lived from 1918 to 1986, and there was so much social upheaval in the 1960s and 1970s that her messages of love and peace really struck a chord, and she became really popular. You're going to see in her art she has some writing, and that's why we're going to be doing the writing on our art as well. But here are the things that she wrote, and I'll just read them for you because they're a little hard to see as you're watching the video. One of them says, "Yes, we can," and it's kind of written like messy and cursive, so you'll see that. Yes, we can. And then another piece of her artwork says, "We carry within us the wonders we seek without us." So basically that means like the beauty that we're looking for, we have it within us too as well. And the last one is, "The invariable work of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common." And so basically, like, if you're looking for miracles, if you're looking for something amazing, if you're wise, or if you're doing the work of the wise person, you can see miracles in the smallest, most common things, like a flower or a sunset or something like that. So go ahead and watch this video of Corita Kent and her artwork. Let's get started on our art project. We are going to basically lay down color onto this paper with crayons. If we were in the classroom, we would be using either paints or oil pastels because those are really fun for blending. But since we're all in our separate homes, we're going to be using crayons because they're simple and everyone has them and they'll still work. And then I'm going to use a marker to write the word love, and you can either use a marker or a pencil or a crayon even, whatever you would like to use. Before you start laying down the color, we're going to be using irregular patterns. We're going to kind of fill up the space, but I'd like you to think about, where do you want to write the word love? Do you want it in the middle? Do you want it at the bottom like I did it here? Do you want it kind of diagonally up here at the top? You can put the word anywhere you want. And if you don't want to write the word love, you can choose another word like hope or peace, or another word that communicates taking care of each other and getting along together and being a friend to each other. So at the end, I will tell you how to spell the words hope and peace, just in case you're not sure how to spell those, but we'll come back to that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying down color in irregular patterns, overlapping, but I'm going to put the word love up here. So I'm going to save some space up there. But what I want you to do is just enjoy watching the color go onto the page and change direction and just kind of like let your hands just go without worrying too much about what you're doing. And I'm just like really happy with the way that color looks on the page, and I love the design. And now I'm going to switch to turquoise, and I want to keep that irregular shape idea, but I want to also overlap. So this one's coming out circular, whereas this one kind of came out as lines. Oh, but now it's changing, it's going to lines. So it is totally fine. You can do lines, you can do circles, you can do dots, you can go anywhere you want, travel around the page. But I just want you to enjoy looking at the colors and how they look next to each other and how they look when they overlap and the patterns and the shapes that are coming out. Let's try some green. This is like a light green. I'm trying to remember, I almost forgot that I want to save some space up here for my word love. I'm going to kind of follow this shape around here, but I'm also going to come down and do some overlapping into my circle. So I'm overlapping this green with this kind of pink and turquoise. I'm going to come around that circle. Okay, let's do some yellow. Try not to think too much about it. I'm trying just to kind of let my mind rest and relax and just put down, you can't do this wrong, it's abstract art. So you're just putting down color and shape in any way that you want to. And don't worry if it looks good or bad, just enjoy looking at the colors. And you can see how different the two of mine are from each other, and I love that. I made this on a different day, so I was in a different mood, and it came out different, and I like that. I really like how I used black in this one, so I'm going to grab my black crayon, if I can find it. There we go. I like the way that the black kind of takes over, but I don't want to do too much of it, because it will block out all the other colors. So if I just do a little black, then it will accent, but it won't take over my entire picture. If I just color black on the whole thing, then I'll just have a black picture. And I want to balance, so I have some black down here, and I want to put some black over here to kind of balance the two sides of the paper and kind of frame where I'm going to write the word love. And I really like how black just goes over the other colors so cleanly. Just like, I guess I'm doing like a kind of an edge here. All right, I'm really happy with the way that looks. You can use more colors if you're not done yet. If you still feel like, oh, I think I want to do some more design, some more overlapping, some different colors, some more shapes, you can do that however you would like. But I'm going to move on to the word now, the word love. If you want to do a different word, so love is L-O-V-E, hope, H-O-P-E, peace is P-E-A-C-E. Let me think of one more word that could be a good word to kind of send the message that Corita Kent was wanting to send, which was just of kindness and friendship and that everyone had value, that everyone was important. Let's do, I'm going to do kind. K-I-N-D. Okay, those are some word ideas. If you have another word, you are welcome to use that as well. I would just really encourage you to pick one that is communicating this type of concept of making the world safer for each other. Okay, so if you are in the younger grades, I'm just going to have you write the word or the words, you can do more than one if you want, in simple letters. So for love, it would be L, O, and I'm spreading mine out because this is the way my pattern kind of worked. L-O-V-E. Okay? I really like the way that looks. When I did it here, I did it together, but here I just was inspired to do the letters separately since that's how my pattern went. And so you can choose how you want to write your word. That's fine. If you are in the older grades, I'm going to teach you now how to make these letters look like calligraphy or this kind of like scripty handwriting. And we'll start with these letters that I just wrote. So if you're in the younger grades and you want to be done, you can sign off now. Thank you so much. And if you're in the older grades and you want to learn a little bit about calligraphy, here we go. So I am going to add some kind of like loops. So for my L, my dog is barking. I'm going to add a loop coming up like that. The O, I'm going to leave alone. The V, I'm going to add a part coming off, just like a little kind of a dash right there. And then the E, I'm going to add a little bit of a line coming out of the E, like that. So basic, very basic. But for calligraphy, basically it is cursive where the downstrokes are thicker. So let me tell you what the downstrokes are in love. We have this downstroke here, and so I'm going to make it thicker, widening it. And I'm going to leave this upstroke thin, like that. So just the downstroke gets thinner. And I think I'm going to add, I want it to come up like that. So I am going to taper this so it comes up into a point. Okay, there's my L. Now I'm ready to go to my O. The downstroke on the O is the left side. I'm just going to thicken and color in that left side of the O. And I'm going to add a stroke going to the right there. The downstroke for my V is the left side again. I'm just going to thicken that line, but leave those thin. And then lastly, the E, the downstroke is the left side again. So I'm just going to thicken in the left side of the E only. Okay, and that is basically how you do cursive. And I'm just going to add some dots here, just to kind of try to create more of a flow to connect the letters. And I'm really happy with this. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed learning about Corita Kent. I am looking forward to seeing what sorts of messages of love and hope and peace and kindness that you come up with. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.